everybody, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in Windsor for day 2 of the Honda A2 adventure, where we're taking out the Eclutch bikes and giving them a go and just seeing what we really think of them. So today I'm on the CBR650R instead of the CB650R, which I was on in the previous vlogs. If you want to watch that, feel free to check it out. But today we're stopping off at, I want to say, Parham Castle. Maybe I've got the name of that wrong. I'll put the name here anyway so you know. And then we're going to hopefully end up at Goodwood Revival. So if you want to come along for the day, hear my thoughts about the Eclutch, the bike, and just come along for the jolly, then keep watching. So they've put me on a red one. I was hoping for the black one, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I get to ride a bike for the day, and it's this bad boy. So if we look at the Eclutch, let's spin around here. You can see it does come out a little bit. And that's what it looks like. Right guys, it's hot and it's sweaty in this garage and I need to kit up and get ready to go because we're about to head out. So yeah, let's throw some kit on and I'll see you on the bike. Yeah, so today I'm on the CBR650R. So we've got a more sporty riding position because I can instantly feel like I'm leant over more. I've got more weight on my wrists. I can certainly see De Monte's riding position in front looks a lot more aggressive than it did yesterday. So I can imagine I look the same, but I've got a very heavy rucksack on my back. So leant forward position for me isn't that great. I think I'm probably going to be suffering a little bit today carrying all my stuff. Oh, I do love how these bikes turn though. Wow, look at them all. Wow, what a sight. Gosh, it's gone dark. What the heck? Wow, it's just gone really dark. It's like night time. My dash is in night mode. This is the morning. This is almost 9 o'clock. This is big autumn vibes and I don't like it because I'm not ready for it. I want summer. I want the summer that we never had. I'm longing for it. I'm pining for it. I'm yearning for it. Where was it? Oh wow, this is dense. This is dense. Oh, violence. The weather woke up and chose violence. Ugh. Oh, look at that water coming up off the back wheel. Oh, lightning. Oh no. Yeah. Wow, this is crazy. Did you see the lightning?
Yes.
Yeah.
My feet are like...
Just wet?
Yes.
Oh no.
Just a little.
Ugh, it's wet. So it was actually my dead cat that had fallen. So my microphone was exposed, so that might have been a bit loud and a bit crazy and a lot of wind noise. So I do apologise if that was the case. Right, onward we go to the coffee shop. That was the grumpiest helmet throw on I've ever seen in my life from Dave. it's floppy until you pull it in, and then you can use it that way. Like now I'm feathering the clutch to move so I don't have to jut out. So we just sheltered from the rain a little bit and we're apparently 20 minutes away from coffee, but the weather is wild, it's violent, it's crazy, it's just not good. Oh, the weather outside is frightful and it is not delightful. Dave at the petrol station said, right, the sun's come out, we arrived. Sun where? Where? Everybody, we've just arrived at Farnham Castle, and what a grand place this is. I mean, just look at the grounds behind me. Oh, it's idyllic. It's just absolutely beautiful and really, really zen, and we're bringing the ruckus with photographers and bikes and all that jazz. But yeah, it's an hey hey. Hey hey. So yeah, I'm about to head inside. They've got so many stunning pastries, they look so good, I'll show you guys, and then we will jump back on the bikes for the next leg of the A2 adventure. Oh, it looks so good. Let's go, baby. Okay, so we just had a lovely stop. Oh, I keep looking to chat to a camera here that's not there. That's quite funny. We just had a lovely stop off at Farnham. I want to say Farnham Castle. I can't get the name of the castle in my head properly, so hopefully that's right. Just stopped off there for some beautiful pastries, as you would have seen. They were so tasty, so delicate, so nice, so light. And now we're on our way to Petworth. Now, I've never been to Petworth, but apparently it's a lovely, idyllic little village and it's cute as heck. And I think we're stopping there for some, hopefully, photography, maybe some tracking shots. The weather is, it's messing things up, because obviously all the camera equipment to get the cool shots for social media, you know, they're having to say, look, we can't ride in this, it's torrential, it's going to ruin all the equipment. And as a self-employed motor vlogger with the electricals and stuff like that, I totally understand. Oh, I love riding through like places like this where it's all dark and sketchy and flowy and twisty. Oh, the rain's starting to get a bit worse. So much crap in the middle of the road, you've almost got to pick a side. Pick a side. So I'm going to use the clutch here for a manual override of the system, so you guys can see. If I wanted to, I could set off like so, just by revving the throttle, but we're gonna slip the clutch just to show what happens. So I slip the clutch in second as well, and then it automatically goes back to Eclutch mode. So it is a very adaptable system, really. Oh, this is a forever bend. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. So the bike that I'm on is available in this colour, which is Grand Prix Red. And then for those that like a more stealthy ride, you have the all blacked out matte one, which I think looks so good. And then when it comes to the CB650R, you've got 4 colour choices. I really like them all, to the point where I don't really know which is my favourite. I think my favourite might be grey or the matte green. But there's a black one, there's a red one as well. So yeah, there's quite a few different colour options for the CB, more so certainly than the CBR. Petworth! We made it! We made it! Let's have a look at what this beautiful village has to offer. Look at those big statues up there. Oh, how quaint! How beautiful! Big stone buildings. Amazing. See, they look like they're dressed for Revival. That is Revival attire. Okay, we're off to Goodwood. We're off to Goodwood. Apparently it's only 15 minutes away, which is exciting stuff. I thought we were like miles away. We're not. So that explains why we saw people looking all dapper in this town, because we're so close to Revival. So that makes perfect sense. I did not realise. Yeah, I'm mega excited. I've never been to Goodwood Revival. We stopped off at Petworth. It is a nice little place. We got some tracking shots, some pictures. Oh, they're going to Revival. They look so good. Yeah, I've got to say, I feel like I'm glad I've done day 2 on the CBR650R, because there hasn't been much of a London style commute, and this bike is certainly more wristy than the CB brother. So yeah, very grateful for more flowy roads today. Do you know what? I said this bike was a bit wristy. I feel like I was being a bit of a drama queen. It feels a bit wristier compared to the CB, but then I just like flashed my mind back to the TT with Honda when they let me take their CBR650R over the mountain course, and that was very wristy. So by comparison to that, this is a bit of a walk in the park. Oh wow, lots of water. So the bikes that we're riding are 93 brake horsepower, 93.87 or something daft like that, so just shy of 94 brake horsepower. We've got 63 newton meters of torque, but the cool thing about these bikes is that you can restrict them to A2 compliancy. So if you are restricted in the UK to an A2 licence, then you can get it restricted, which is good, because that's not an option for, you know, things like the CBR650R that pumps out, I want to say 115 brake horsepower or something similar. I guess leading up to Goodwood, I've got a few questions in my head. So if the technology in the future goes wrong, with this being a first iteration of the technology, how costly will it be to fix it? I mean, I know a lot of things will be in warranty, but when things later down... Oh no! I thought I was going to get splashed. when later down the line, you know, when things are out of warranty, if there's any issues with the Eclutch, you know, usually you can just buy a few clutch plates, a few clutch springs and some oil, and usually jobs are good. And oh, Goodwood Revival sign, whoop whoop! Just as the rain comes down heavier, of course. I do, you know, think, what if it's to get dropped? You know, how resilient is it? Will it just be a case of, you know, damaging the casings, or will it do a bit of internal damage? And, you know, because it is just a big, like, kind of bolt-on at the side. Will it be retrofittable? Honda imagine not. Will it be on future models? Honda can't say yes or no, but the likelihood is that it will progress, as DCT did when it first came out and it was only available on, you know, maybe a few models. Another thing I think of is, I know it's there designed to make riding easier and to make life easier, but I 100% think that newer riders should absolutely, you know, become well versed in the art of riding a normal manual bike. And I guess that's, you know, the beauty of this, is that you can ride it as a normal manual bike. So if you are quite new, you can pick up skills that way and learn the fundamentals, and then you can, you know, tap into that Eclutch as and when. But because it is so easy to use, you know, you might get very proficient on this with the Eclutch, and then whenever you have to kind of ride a normal bike, you know, if you haven't got the basics honed in, then that might not be so good of a transition, if that knows what I mean. So yeah, of course there are questions that people have surrounding the Eclutch, and they're very justified, valid questions. You know, we've got to just find answers to them in time. And what I like about my videos is because they're always up, they're there forever. You know, in a few years time, maybe hopefully people can comment on this video with how they're finding their Eclutch after owning it for a few years. I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Whoa, lots of spray. Oh no. Look at the steam coming off. Well, the weather may be bad, but I am here at Goodwood Revival with some oversized shades, because why the hell not? And I am here in my overalls. They have Honda on the back. And we are ready to go and just enjoy Goodwood. Now, I know I look ridiculous. This hat is an extra large, guys, and I have a pea head. I am an extra small, but it is what it is. You know, fake it to make it. You just got to act confident, you'll feel confident. So let's go in and I'll bring you guys along and we can enjoy it together. So yeah, go on. Come to Goodwood Revival, they said. It'll be iconic and beautiful and wonderful, they said. So yeah, I'm at the Revival, and so far it's taken taken me 30 minutes to have a wee and a further 30 minutes to get food, and now I've got a little bit of time to show you guys a little bit. I can't show you a lot because we're on a strict time schedule and the weather is just dreadful. So yeah, I'll show you what I can, okay? I mean, everybody looks very dapper. They're very dapper, very glamorous. Wow, she looks amazing. Oh, what an outfit. What a guy. So we got some vintage bikes. Got an old BSA. Ah, I see what people mean about the stickers. They are actual stickers. Okay, that makes the one that I reviewed seem a lot more authentic. It's really strange to me that people used to race with these helmets and goggles. But I feel like I like my chin too much, you know? Whew. Wow, look at this.
But you didn't even know if they were coming.
Oh, okay, great. You've got all the stalls. You've got a fair. So, I don't really think this is the best example of Goodwood Revival to show you all because it looks freaking miserable. And I am a drowned rat. I've given up. I broke 2 umbrellas because the spring mechanism is weak, and yeah, I've given up trying to keep dry. So yeah, it's pretty miserable in the wet. I can imagine it's so much fun and amazing in the dry, but yeah, it just kind of is what it is. And now we've got an hour's ride back on the bikes in the torrential rain when we're already very sodden. So yeah, that should be fun. And we've got a ride out on the grass. On the grass. That's crazy. So yeah, should be interesting. Oh well, this will be an experience if not else, because look at that. That's not what you want to see when you ride a motorcycle, especially a motorcycle that's not yours. So he said the best grip is on the grass as opposed to that horrible mud. I think dear Manty's bricking it a little bit. I think we're all a bit nervous because they're not our bikes. Thank you. Oh no! Well, that wasn't fun. But we didn't die. We had a wobble. But we didn't die. Oh! Well! Oh gosh, I only got to show you a pitiful amount of Revival. That's a bit gutting, to be honest. The rain makes everything so much harder and so much more awkward. It's just a lot of like chaos really with people milling around. So I was hoping to film a little bit for you guys at Goodwood, but the weather's just not been great. It would have been a logistical nightmare, so we'll see if I can round this vlog off in a semi-professional manner for you guys. So watch this space. Oh. Ugh. Look at this, guys. This is helmet tear and a half. Oh no. Right everybody, so I'm back after a full day of riding Honda's CBR650R with Eclutch. So, managed to survive the good at Mudwood. The mud at Goodwood. Managed to survive, got back in one piece. So we've just rocked up back at the hotel, and it's been that bad weather, there's not been an opportunity to film a proper outro, so hence why you get a little one-on-one with me. But I just wanted to summarise by saying that these few days riding the Eclutch bikes has been a bit of an eye-opener for me. At first, when Honda announced the Eclutch, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit like, oh, something else that's come to market that nobody needs. And then I thought, no, have an open mind. Have an open mind. You ride motorcycles for a living, you're fortunate enough to. Let's just try and not have any preconceptions about something. Just go out, try it, and then make your own mind up as to whether you like it. So I've been riding the two bikes with the Eclutch, and you know what? I don't think it's a wholly perfect system, because there is, say you wanna set off and turn quite sharply as you're setting off, you really do have to nail that throttle application to get a real smooth setup. And even when you think you're giving it a real smooth setup, it can be like, So in that case, when I have to, move from a bit of lock, I kind of tend to engage the clutch just for that smooth getaway. But as soon as you've released the clutch, boom, it's back in Eclutch mode. So then you can just ba 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 up the box, or you can ba 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 down, and it does it so seamlessly. It's smooth as heck. Sometimes if you're going from second to first, you can find that neutral. I found it a few times on the CB, and I found it once today on the CBR. So that can be a little bit annoying, but then I'm kicking myself because on these kind of events there's so much going on, and you're trying to remember to film this and this, and you need to get this, and then you're called for your photography and your B-roll. And I really wanted to try the bike with the preference of the shift down and up to soft, just to see that if it would go in at the slightest touch, which would be better, because then surely there wouldn't be any vagueness and you wouldn't find that neutral, which I found occasionally. So yeah, as I was saying, it's not a perfect system, but it's a very good one, and I like it. I like it a lot. And the reason I like it a lot is because even though it isn't a perfect system for when you like I said, turn it, and you'll see it in the video footage, you'll have witnessed what I'm, mentioning there. But what I like about it is unlike the DCT, you have the option to switch all the Eclutch off and just have a fully manual bike if you want. So you're not forced to only ever set off without the clutch. You're not forced to only ever stop without clutch or change gear without one. You've got options, and the bike will just accommodate you. So I do kind of see the value in that flexibility of that system, which is quite nice. I think the fact that Honda have priced it really competitively to really drive it and try and gain buyer confidence, I would imagine, by pricing it so competitively, I think that's a good shout, because I think more people will be willing to try it, especially as they don't have to, they're not stuck with Eclutch if they don't get on with it. Not that I wouldn't see why you'd get on with it, because it's a very handy tool on a bike, but if it's not for you, then, like I was saying in the video, a Honda Hornet, if you want a quick shifter for that, it's £255. With these bikes, if you want an Eclutch, it's 130. So it just kind of makes sense to go for it, in my opinion. And then you've got things that, I guess only time will tell. I suppose it would be good to see how expensive the maintenance of the clutch is if any issues arise. if it's going to be costly or if it's not. Obviously, you have things like warranty within the first few years, but once it's out, is it going to break the bank if it needs solving? Is it gonna, if it's dropped, will it, you know, mess up the integral parts of that Eclutch, or will it just be, is it strong enough to just be like superficial on the casing? You know, there's all these kind of like little things to think about, but this is brand new, so we'll see how it goes on. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to Honda for inviting me to this event to sample the Eclutch. I've been pleasantly surprised. I really enjoy it. I wouldn't mind doing a proper review dedicated to each of the bikes, because I literally have just been wanting to focus on the Eclutch as opposed to what bike it's on, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you want to see more Hondas on the channel, let me know in the comments below which Hondas you'd like to see, and I'll bat my eyelids at Ian and see if I can source some for you guys. Right, well, I hope you have enjoyed these two little vlogs. Been a bit of a different layout to normal, but you guys know that this channel is full of variety, whether it's reviews, adventures, trips with my girls, trips with Mike, trips out with my dad, trips out with anyone who'll bloody ride with me, then you'll find it on the channel. So, yes. Okay, guys, right, I love you and leave you. And until the next time, goodbye. So I'm taking my time on my ride. Whoa, 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 I'm balling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Whoa, taking my time on my ride. Whoa, taking my time on my ride.